Oh, at a glance, did you see it? Guys, welcome back to the channel. We got another skid steer project today. I don't know if you can see it in the background, somewhere over there. And it's next to my poor man's pole barn. I always have a hard time saying that. My dad's coming in town. They're moving here to our area. We're super excited about that. He's gonna be storing an enclosed trailer and his boat there. And one of them's coming today, and I need to get it cleared out. I got stuff in there that's just in the way. So we're gonna use the forks to get that stuff moved. And then we're gonna actually use the bucket to try to cut some of that topsoil out and get some of that vegetation. But before we do that, I wanted to give you a little update on what's been going on with our water level, because it's good news, y'all. We have been in a severe drought here in our area.
So more areas are now under the extreme drought, which is essentially a level 4 out of 5 on this past April has been really one of the top driest in record history.
And for a number of people, it's just been a problem because we've had a number of wildfires, and that's heartbreaking because there's just loss that comes with that. We've had, just, this is small stuff, but look, if you care about your landscaping gets toast. But for us, it has been a blessing, and for anybody who's been following the channel, you know why. Because we've had severe flooding here, and we are almost, let me give you an update, we are almost back to where we were pre-Hurricane Milton. Not pre-Hurricane Ian, not pre-Hurricane Nicole, and not pre-September 2024, 10 days of straight rain. That's a lot, but we're almost back to pre-Milton. Let me show you. But look at the bottom. You can see we are at 32, I don't know, from here, 32¼ inch. I don't know if you're getting some glare. I apologize if you are. I'm doing my best not to turn you right into the sun because it is bright. But if you look here in the background, you can see my fence is well above water now. I actually have a downward rake here on my gangway. All these things are exciting. So before long, I'm gonna need to get my floating dock out past this fence again because it's starting to make fishing difficult. These are all good problems. I'm so excited. We have needed so much help because we're just not getting anything from our local government. Another conversation. I don't know if you can tell here behind me, but look at all the dead trees we have here. And there's more behind you, and there's more up towards the front. And if you've watched any of my videos, you know that I fully recognize our flood problems are not that big of a deal compared to so many, especially what happened up with Helene. But these are the things that sort of just keep coming from what was one problem. We've got a lot of tree work to do. But today, this is what we're tackling. Can you see these fans in here? These are some big commercial fans. I just need to get them moved over. Need to get this cleared out a little bit. And I'm gonna try to get this degrubbed down here just to make it a parkable spot. Nothing fancy, just a parkable spot. My kids made a little fort out of the scrap wood I have. I love the creativity. This is my little trailer for my plastic boat, and it just sits here. In my head, I've had these ideas of building a dump box for it because I like little projects. It'd be fun, but it'd be a way to put this thing to dual use. I've got the skid steer, so I could actually just use the forks to take the dump box off whenever I need to get the boat back out of the lake. I just had one of those moments where your heart kind of jumps through your chest. Tell me what this looks like. Oh, at a glance, did you see it? Yeah, well, I was moving quick, and I thought this curled up was one of our not-so-friendly friends. It just dawned on me, I did not do this very wisely. I've added weight to it before I need to move it. There we go. That was a little smarter. These are the places where the snakes will hang out. And you find them when you don't want to. Trash, trash, trash. I remember when I was a kid, I was made differently. I could swim in that cold water. These fans are not that heavy. It's just one of those bulky items that's difficult, and man, that thing sure makes life easy. In fact, I got these here by hand by myself, literally rolling them like this off my trailer.
I want to sell one.
You want to sell one?
Yeah, so then I can get like
Oof.
$1,000.
Didn't even check for snakes. That wasn't smart. Okay.
Heavy?
Well, it's got some weight to it.
I think some wood crap.
Yeah. Yeah. It's seen better days, that's for sure, but it'll serve its purpose for moving it. Huh? They're not too loud. I mean, they do make noise because they move air.
Way louder than my four-wheeler.
Yeah.
I bet,
You're loud on your four-wheeler? No.
I bet that thing could push an airboat.
It would be sweet to try. Hey, if for some reason you guys are actually interested in these fans, they're brand new. They've literally never been used. You can tell they're in great shape. I mean, they just need a little cleanup. These were left over from our storage project. If you saw one of the recent videos, I was in an enclosed unit. I talked about it being ventilated. It's these fans that ventilate it. These are just 3 extras that we had. Long story, but man, I'd cut you a heck of a deal on them. They'd be great for a barn to let it breathe. So, well, let me know. Man, makes life so much easier, buddy. How do I look? Good? Good? Nice and easy. Yeah, try to push them forward straight at the same time. Yeah. There you go, good. Good job. Okay, right there. Don't touch. He's doing it. Can you see the bucket?
No.
I know, it's low. Okay, stop right there. Okay, now pull it back. Hey, all right, gotta use your big muscles. There you go. All right, see how it dropped? Now it's really best to turn the machine off just to be safe. Now this one might be a little pinched. You're gonna use big muscles. Yep, keep going the way you're going. Oh man, your muscles are so big, you pulled it out of the slot. Boom, right there, buddy. Hey, good job. Right now I'm just piling all this dirt in the back. I need a place for all this vegetation to die off. I don't think I'll put it back here. I got plenty of places I can lose it in this property. But we gotta let this vegetation die a little bit. And I don't know, I'll try to screen it, I guess. If not, I'm gonna be doing it the good old-fashioned way. Pitchfork in hand. So you saw a little real speed action there, and these machines are notorious for being slow. And I got a 3-pump machine, so it's perhaps the slowest of the slowest. So you got to pick your battles wisely, and that's why I'm going to this dirt pile that's closest to me. And look at the dust, y'all. When I say we're in a drought, we're in a drought. That does not happen often in Florida. Certainly not wherever you see a lake, okay? This fill dirt, man, it smooths nicely. I don't really need to add this dirt here, but when I was cutting out the grass at the front of the parking space, you know, the bucket just digs. And part of that's probably my skills, or lack thereof. I think you've heard me say that plenty on this channel. But I cut it down too low, and I didn't want the trailer to fall off the ledge and make it more difficult to hitch or unhitch. Yep, straight back, looks good, keep coming. Keep coming. That's good. It actually came out pretty good. Not perfect, not how we want to leave it, but good enough for getting his trailer in here, which you can see it fits more than comfortable. Now he has a boat. It's not a huge boat, but it's 20-footer. You know, with the trailer, rule of thumb is add 6 feet with an outboard and tongue. So it'll be interesting to see how we wiggle both of those in here, but I think we can do it. But I did talk to my dad, and he wants to get a load of rock brought in here, and I think that's going to be a nice touch, going to help keep the weeds down. So we'll get a part 2 of this video. We'll get some fabric down, and we'll get some rock brought in, and we'll really get this thing top dressed looking good. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Always appreciate a like, subscribe so you're back for the next video, and we'll see you then. Bye.